And that nigga did it how I always wanted to do it, and I'll never be able to do it like that.
Not to be rude, what would you do with $250,000 just lying around and you just had it? Like, what would you do with that amount of money? Okay, that's my question to everyone. What would you do with that amount of money? $250,000. What would you do with it? I tell you what, not going to do with it. Some stuff that happened this past week. All right, I'm not even going to say what it is. It's already in the title. You can make your own jokes about it. I'm not doing that with $250,000. I'd rather go to a strip club, okay, spend $2,000 of it snorting cocaine that may be baby powder off a white woman named Phyllis's butt cheeks. And I'm talking about the worst one, not even like the good-looking Phyllis, like a wrinkly woman that's been through it, but she messed with black. Okay, I'm sorry.
Now, why would you say that name and we know somebody by that?
All right, I apologize.
Or Shauna. I mean, or her name could be Shauna, you know.
Her or Shauna. Shauna is a great stripper name. Okay, I think my GTA 5 stripper, like, you know, you go GTA 5, you drive around, get a stripper, whatever, you hang out, top you off before you go to. Never mind. Welcome to Hot Take Wrestling, ladies. Hi guys, it's me, Joe, aka the Champ, aka I'm the one tweeting. We got a lot to go over. We got a lot to talk about at this point, man. We got so many things happening in the wrestling world. AEW out here cooking. It's getting interesting over there in AEW land. I gotta introduce my brothers before we get right to that, though. Logan, don't say nothing. Just sit there with the Almighty 1 second. Go ahead, tell the people who you are, old man Logan.
I'm Ron Burgundy. This beverage was brought to you by people. What's going on? It's your boy, old man Logan. Thank you for coming and checking out another episode of the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. As always, we the ones, and you know we want to smoke. Word to the Almighty.
Got the action figure out there. Okay, I see. Now, my brother from another child support king, polygamous Poppy, argumentative.
I need someone to be patient with me. Come and rescue me. Pick me up the club. Pick me up the track. Pick me up the market. Pick me up the. Go do your thing, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. Give it to him, no chill, Phil.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Phil Myers Sr., a.k.a. Cat Knock, the Great One. No chill with Phil, the child support slayer, the practicing polygamist, the two-time child support graduate class of 2021 and 2023. What is up, y'all? We are back again with another amazing episode of the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. Ooh, guard your kids, guard your wife, because I'm putting in all this pipe. Now, Joe, going off of fix your face.
The guard your kids part, bro. Like
I'm sorry.
I was ratting with that.
Like when you said it, I went.
Let me rewind. Hold on. Let me rewind. Guard your sisters, hide your wife, because I'm putting in all this pipe.
Yeah, you go much better.
I don't know if that feels better, but I guess it feels better.
Hey, look, goddammit. Hey, look. If it's peach fuzz, I ain't going. I want that bush.
You know what? Bush is not bad. Bush ain't bad.
I love a good bush.
A good bush is a quality bush.
Hey, I don't think women appreciate the bush anymore.
No.
Or the Adolf Hitler strip. I don't think they appreciate that anymore.
the landing strip is quite nice.
Everybody wants to go Brazilian. I don't want ball. No. Okay,
See,
look.
that Brazilian, it lets you get right to what you're trying to do, you know.
I
Yeah,
want
but like
I want to dig through the Sahara. And yes, the Sahara used to be a jungle.
the jungle, but the jungle part of it ain't bad. Like I think people give it a bad rep for what it is because of what you watch. Like
Yes.
if you watch a lot of corn, and on there for them to be safe, they show a lot of bush.
Bro, I grew up watching 70s porn, and 70s porn was the best porn. I'm sorry.
Actually, wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anybody else do what Vanessa Del Rio does to that.
I'm just saying.
Beat.
I'm just saying. But wait,
I'm
look.
just saying.
So, Joe, as a fiscally responsible African American male,
Love that.
there's a lot of things that I could do with $250,000. And guess what? Going in the ocean and going in the sea ain't one of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. You know what? It's sad what happened. Like it is sad what happened. But people are in an uproar about people making jokes about this. Do you realize that we make jokes about everything in this day and age?
Yo, let me tell you, if
Kind
I
of
had,
horrible, ain't it?
look, yeah,
That's just how it feels.
and I'm sure y'all might clown me. But I'm gonna put it out there. If I had $250,000 cash, I'm giving $150,000 to the beautiful Queen G22,
Wait, time out.
and I'm gonna keep the other 100 for myself.
How do you know how we got there?
Probably reversing, but that's just me.
Right. I'm
Maybe give her
I
50.
need someone to be patient with me.
Yeah, I would
I
do
don't-
50. Totally would do.
I don't know how she got money out of this. Okay.
I to pay
I don't-
$250K to cease life is pretty extreme. Obviously, you're not paying that with the intent to cease life, but that's a heck of a price to pay.
I just don't get. Okay, I don't get the premise of going to go see a ship that has been destroyed and wrecked, that lost over hundreds of lives, to just go see the ship. It's literally pictures of it online. That's not clout for me. That's like if you pay $250K to get in a submarine controlled by a Logitech GameStop controller, we have issues here that we're not thinking. You're not even listen. You pay $250K for them not to even invest in the submarine to be up to par. And then publicly, this place has told you about how the logistics of the sub work. If you see the controller, you see it. That's not telling you this ain't safe. This ain't for me. It's not, submarines have 3 or 4 steering wheels. All of them do. I Googled it. I went down a whole rabbit hole about this shit. I Googled it. Okay. What was the movie that Gene Hackman and Denzel Washington were where they were in a submarine? You remember that?
Hunt for Red October.
Red October.
There was at least six fucking steering wheels in there. They have one controller. And he's literally like, it goes up, this goes down. I know how a controller works. I got a PS5. Don't talk to me about how a controller works. Why are you having a full sub on a controller? I can't trust you. There's no USB port in that goddamn submarine. What happened if the controller dies? We just going down? That's stupid. I'm sorry. Okay, I tell. All right.
You went
Hi,
to
guys.
Hunt for Red October. I
But
just
you know what?
thought about the Mike having a better submarine than these people, unfortunately, in GTA 5.
You know what I thought about? I thought about the Titanic not allowing black people on their ship.
Forgot about that part.
That part, Phil. That part.
Yeah, preach.
And more so, Titanic obviously is cursed. So why go down that rabbit hole? And
Look,
if you're a billionaire, you should be able to procure, fund, whatever have you, a sufficient submarine. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, but we have to make it.
we hate that they passed. Condolences to the people that lost their lives. At the same time, it's certain shit that you just don't mess with. You don't mess with Creole women, no matter how fine they are.
I don't agree with you there, but I know why you say that.
If a woman, if a woman is mad at you and then she offers to make you something to eat that has red sauce, you don't eat it.
You can die.
I've definitely heard that before.
Definitely don't mess with short, light-skinned women with a big forehead.
I impregnated one of them.
Me too.
Me, a couple
I think all three of us.
me a couple times. I'm sorry.
Cool.
I mean, there's a lot of things that you don't do. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't challenge Professor X to what number am I thinking contest.
True.
You don't challenge Deadpool in a roast.
That's true.
You
Back to
don't,
Superman. You don't not have Henry Cavill in the Flash movie.
that we're not even gonna talk about that fucking monstrosity of a fuck movie.
I'm not doing this with you right now.
There's so many things that you don't do. There's so many different things that you don't do. You don't play R. Kelly at your daughter's 5-year-old birthday party. You don't do that.
So I'm just gonna segue right into
You
Forbidden
don't.
Door, 'cause
I'm sorry, Joe. You're not feeling well, so I got it. You don't offer Jello pudding to a young white girl.
All right. Yeah. So Forbidden Door. Forbidden Doors is weekend.
Nope.
It is a Jello pudding?
Just mute yourself. I have controls tonight. So, first and foremost, as we kick this show off, we have to unmute yourself, Jehoshaphat. Relax, okay? You're calm down with your controlling behavior. You're not one of the street prophets with your red solo cup, so relax, okay? Relax. Now, we want to take this time to shout out our Woman Crush Wednesday from last week. Jim Freak 1_. Can we get an applause for her?
That is not her freaking name. First off, it is not Jim Freak.
What's the name there?
Jim Freak Jen _1.
That's what I just said.
No, you said Jim Freak 1.
Just shut your sick ass up. Can we have?
Cheers.
I'm sorry. Can we have? Shout out to our Woman Crush Wednesday of last week. Jim Freak Jen 1_. The beautiful, the talented, the buff, the strong, Jim Freak Jim 1_. Can we get a round of applause for her?
Yes.
Get a round of applause, Joe.
Round
You
of
made me
applause.
push my cup in anger.
No, play the applause, Joe.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Damn you.
You didn't say that. You just put round of applause. I'm editing in there anyway. I don't know why you're doing all that. Okay.
You shouldn't have to edit, damn you. But look, Jim Freak Jen 1_ is a beautiful, talented, buff, strong, feminine specimen that God created and put on his earth to behold and look at as an amazement. I would say she's like one of the 7 wonders of the world. I really would. I'm going out on a limb here. I would just say that.
I'm not gonna disagree with you. I'm not gonna.
Did you see like her, like, yo, like, cuz, like, her definition, her tone, just her overall badassness. and on top of that, she has freckles.
Gotta love a woman with freckles.
That's evil.
And my mom, look, I'm gonna tell you something that I know for a fact. If a woman has freckles, she is the sweetest, sweet like what was that song? Sweet like cinnamon. Just she's like lean in my cup.
Mm.
I thought you was gonna say the sweetest taboo for a second. That's what I was-
No,
Too.
you're giving me the sweetest taboo. That's why I'm in love with you. Yeah, hey, real talk, like, yo, when we selected Jim Freak Jim 1_ as our Woman Crush Wednesday, I heard Sade, but I did not hear Sweetest Taboo. I heard Smooth Operator.
Shit. Keep going to
Smooth
You keep giving
Operator.
it to them. You tell them we know music too. You let them know what we know. Okay.
Coast to coast.
We're letting
LA,
our listeners see that hey,
Chicago, what's that
it's more than
name?
just wrestling, people. It's more than just wrestling.
It is more. It is more. It is more than just wrestling. So, Jim Freak,
Segue to
What?
Forbidden Door. I just segued
Hey,
Forbidden Door
shut up.
now.
shut up. Joe got COVID. He trying to spit his COVID all over this.
Oh man, don't wish that on the bro.
Look at Joe's face. Hold on, wait. Look at Joe's face right now, and you tell me he don't look like somebody that got COVID.
I got COVID.
As you're lying through your teeth.
Oh, I got COVID.
Yeah.
I know.
To be
Look, hey.
safe, Joe, to be safe, you probably should take the test, friend, just to make sure.
Yeah, take the
man.
HIV COVID test. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh
I
wow.
have HIV. I got COVID.
Forbidden
Wait.
Door.
Well, wait, hold up. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're following us, please make sure you follow the beautiful, incredible, incomparable, super strong, super talented, super amazing Jim Freak Gen 1_. All right? Now, moving into a pay-per-view coming this Saturday.
Sunday.
No, Saturday.
No, Sunday.
Collision is on Saturday.
Yeah. Collision is a Saturday show.
I mean Sunday, I'm sorry. My drunk ass. I drank all of Bay tonight, so y'all don't have to worry about me drinking no more of Bay. Bay is going home for the evening. So
That's
this
cute.
Sunday, AEW Forbidden Door 2. But before we get in the Forbidden Door, did either of y'all see Collision this past Saturday?
I did.
I was out and about. I didn't get a chance to.
The return of CM Punk, what did you think?
If I can be honest, I just felt like it was a bunch of
Please.
small shots at people that he just took at people in terms of just like the typical like passive aggressive CM Punk type stuff. Overall, the show wasn't bad. It was good, but like any AEW show starting off is always good. The pay-per-views are always good. They're always great. It's the longevity of it all that I have an issue with, but that is what it is.
Logan?
I didn't see it, man. It does sound like the reception was warm and welcoming for CM Punk. He did appear on Dynamite this week briefly. And AEW, I know I said the diva comment, and we've been going back and forth about divas, Shawn Michaels era being a diva, CM Punk in his diva era. But they need CM Punk. They need that person that kind of legitimizes and brings the casual fan to the AEW product. So right now, he's it. And I just hope that, everything has been, talked about, discussed. They've pieced it out, and, they can get past the BS and just, do what they got to do to make the AEW product stronger, better, so it can last and, have a future and not be the next ECW?
I gotta tell you, so I was not excited for Collision. I just wasn't. We talked about this before. I don't think we need a Saturday show. The promo with CM Punk made me remember why I was a CM Punk fan, why I loved his body of work, why I followed CM Punk as a fan. I am fully inclined to agree with Joe. It seemed like a bunch of cheap shots at different people that didn't necessarily need to be taken.
Mm-hmm.
You're having a show in Chicago, CM Punk's hometown. Of course, he's the hometown hero. Of course, he's going to be well received. I know people that were there that were just pumped and amazed and happy, but at the same time, after CM Punk's antics prior, now with hindsight always being 2020, as we all know, now it's kind of like, was Vince wrong? Was Stephanie wrong? Was Shane wrong? Was Triple H wrong? Were all these people wrong about CM Punk? Sounds good. FTR looked amazing in their match, as always. Punk not so much.
Right.
It was okay. I'm taking a seat. I'm taking a back seat. I will be vanilla. I will be middle of the road. I'll wait.
Right.
So I got a question for you once you said you finished.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so being that you're in the middle of the road, right? Obviously, CM Punk pulled out his AEW championship and said he's never lost it, etc. The whole possibility of this leading up to a face-to-face with him and MJF down the road soon, maybe rather than later. What are your thoughts on that? And, you know, shout out to FTR for showing Chicago the love they've been showing, because they've been showing us a lot of love, the city that is, you know, in relation to this whole thing of being avid supporters of CM Punk coming back. So what are your thoughts about that possible angle coming maybe in the near future? And
how many times have we seen it already within a small package?
Mm-hmm.
It was Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins that they did every single week for how many months, and I'm sick of it.
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk hasn't shown me anything that makes me really believe that he's back in ring shape.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna front. MJF's title reign is very stale. It just is.
I'm glad somebody finally said it.
His promos are pretty good. His promos are great. His title reign is nothing to be like, oh.
Yeah.
If you want to compare it to Roman, at least with Roman and Cody, at least with Roman and some of these people, you almost thought they were going to win.
Mm-hmm.
MJF is just kind of, it's stale. It just is. I'm sorry. It's stale.
It was almost like, you know how they say in wrestling, it's better for the babyface to chase for the title than to actually have it. Like the excitement is all within the lead up to getting the title. And then once they have it, it's kind of just like you said, it's kind of vanilla. That's how this MJF thing has been for me. Like, it hasn't, you know, what I will say about his title reign thus far is it has given him the chance to show his wrestling ability, you know, with some of the premier matches he's had, with some of the dance partners he's had. But like you said, there's nothing groundbreaking that's taken place with this title reign. There's nothing, I don't know what their ratings are to say like a barometer of where they were before he was champion as to now. But it doesn't seem like, just from wrestling fanfare, that it shook the industry, if you will. You know what I mean?
Fully agree. So, with that being said, let's get into this Forbidden Door card. Pre-show.
Uno momento. I did want to ask, before we get off the CM Punk topic, is there anything that could transpire that would possibly change your mind and have you excited for him to be back?
No.
Fair enough.
No. I'm sorry. I hate to sound so mundane about it.
Mm-hmm.
No. There is, for me, let me say this real quick and we can move on. For me, with working with an independent wrestling company, All Heel Wrestling, Northland Pro,
mm-hmm.
there is a bit of a secret society to it.
Mm-hmm.
When you betray that secret society for your own personal gain, personal growth, personal whatever, when you try to bury someone to make yourself look better,
mm-hmm.
it's a big no-no. I see that, appreciate that more now than I ever have. And that's why I'm just I'm good on CM Punk. Personally. I could be wrong, it could be whatever in the way. But I'm cool. I'm cool on it. I'm good. So with that being said, let's move on to Forbidden Door 2. Pre-show, getting into the card. All right. We have Athena versus Billy Starks. Joe, who are you going with?
This is my thing about that match. It feels like a squash match for Athena, but it's not. I'm gonna go with Athena on this one though. I kind of want to go with Billy Starks to shake up some shit. I'll go with Athena. Fuck, I'll go with Athena.
Logan?
I too will go with Athena, only because I want to see Athena get the proper push and placement she deserves. She's been doing pretty good as a heel. And yeah, I think this will be a good good spot to, give her that placement that she deserves to continue on going further, and possibly, advancing in that Owen Hart tournament too. That's what this match is, right?
Yeah, the Women's Owen Hart Tournament first round match.
Yeah.
I too am inclined to go with Athena. I know what Athena brings to the table. I know what she can do. We all know what she can do. We all know what she's done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Athena. Okay. Moving on. Trios tag team match. We have Jericho Appreciation Society, which is Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara versus and forgive me, y'all, if I butcher these names. Forgive me. I have had Bay in my system. Shout out to Apple Crown. Minoru Suzuki versus Sting, Darby Allin, and another partner that has not been determined yet. Who are you going with, Logan?
Fuck it. I'm gonna go with Jericho. I'm gonna go with the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Why?
Yeah.
I
have questions.
The last couple of pay-per-views, Jericho's lost, right?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
He's due, and he's, by this being Forbidden Door, like he had that brief stint after he left WWE, went did some stuff in Japan, so kind of circling back around, giving him a space to, like I said, give him his just due. He's, we don't know how much longer we got Jericho in the ring, and I think this is a moment for them to propel Sammy, who they kind of, if you watch Dynamite this week, it kind of looked like Sammy may be detracting. They may be, doing something. And maybe I'm wrong in picking that, but I just think the Jericho Appreciation Society would probably be a good way to go in particular with this particular match, pending whoever that surprise teammate will be for Darby and Sting.
Okay, Joe.
I'm gonna go with Sting and Darby because of Sting. This is basically however long Sting wants to get on his thank you for always supporting me tour. This is his ride out. Like, he's riding everything out. I don't see him losing until it's one of those things where, like, he's forced to really lose. Jericho isn't going anywhere for a while. So if he's been losing after a while, it's probably going to be a setup for him to evolve all over again into something different. So I'm going to go with Sting and Darby and whoever the opponent is. Ooh, and I really hope it's Kota Ibushi. I pray to God it's Kota Ibushi. That would be awesome.
It definitely needs to be somebody from New Japan. I just, it's the Brock Lesnar effect. Like, you give and you got to get eventually. You know what I mean? That's why I went with Chris Jericho's side.
I got to go Sting, Darby Allin, and the surprise member. For two reasons. Jericho and Sammy are not quite eye to eye. And whoever this special guest is for Sting and Darby has to be someone amazing. I can't see them bringing in Ibushi and then squashing him. I can't see that. I would hope they wouldn't be that dumb, but hey.
Shits and giggles, who do you guys think that third partner is? Just if you were booking it, who would be that third partner?
Enzo Amore.
Wow. I didn't see that one coming.
Is he even in New Japan?
No.
Soft. Damn, they dropped the ball with that shit. Okay. I don't even think Kota Ibushi's in New Japan anymore. I think, right? You got some trouble or some shit. And you just felt face earth. Am I right? Or am I just making this up?
I'm not sure.
I don't even know if he's. Kota Ibushi to me is probably one of those great what ifs, but I just want to see him back in the ring again. That's it.
All
right, next match, 10-man tag team match. We have the Blackpool Combat Club, John Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, Claudio Castagnoli, Konosuke Takeshita, and Shakano Numanago versus the Elite, Hangman Adam Page, Matt Nick Jackson, Eddie Kingston, and Tomoshiro Ishii.
Pretty well, man.
I gotta go with the Elite. I just gotta go with the Elite.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna go Elite 2 as well, because I guess this is setting up for more BCC versus the Elite type stuff, where they're just gonna this program probably gonna last for like a whole year, bro. Of them just going back and forth over randomness that just doesn't mean absolutely anything. So it's just probably just gonna be a whole bunch of stuff, bro. That's probably all it's gonna be. So I'll go with Elite.
Sure, but the rest of the year for sure though.
Yeah, the rest of the rest of this year, they'll probably just be going back and forth because Matt and Nick Jackson need to be out of the tag team picture altogether. They've already shown they're an elite tag team. That's enough of that. Hangman Page has to find some way to get back his momentum from Cowboy shit. Eddie Kingston got hurt, and he got to get his momentum back too. Tomohiro Ishii, right? I don't know, bro. I don't know, because everybody in the BC, the Blackpool Combat Club, they're all Ring of Honor vets. They're all this, they can go do a singles run like that, and not be missed at all. But I don't know, all 10 of these wrestlers are getting stale at this point, so we got to figure out how to freshen them back up.
Very true.
I will complete the trifecta and pick the Elite. I think this is where they shine. I think this is where you continue the storyline with them in the BCC. Yeah, I don't really want to. I would like the BCC to win, but I think this is where the elite pull Eric Bischoff, and hey, we want to win this match, so we're gonna win this match.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, the men's Owen Hart Cup tournament first round match: CM Punk versus Satoshi Kojima. Joe, who you got?
It's gonna be CM Punk outright. He just got back. There's no way he loses.
Logan?
CM Punk. Yeah, I said it. They're gonna put that Owen Hart belt on good old Phil Brooks.
Unfortunately, I'm inclined to agree. CM Punk. Womp womp. AEW International Championship 4-way match with the champion Orange Cassidy versus Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kazuchika Shibuya versus Daniel Garcia. Logan, who you got?
Oh, he's going with me first. Oh, now we got a little preview of this. They had a tag match on Dynamite with those 4 contestants. I'm actually excited for this match because I am a big Orange Cassidy fan. I know, listeners. I love Orange Cassidy, but I don't like Kenny Omega. Kill me for it, whatever.
It's just weird.
See, my own co-host. I'm looking forward to this match. I don't think, unfortunately, Orange Cassidy retains here. I don't know if it's Daniel Garcia, but I kind of want to pick Garcia.
Who you going with?
I'm going to pick Danny Garcia.
Okay. Joe, who you got?
I would like for it to be Kazuchika Shibata. I would like it for him to be him because he's fucking amazing. It'll either be Orange Cassidy or Daniel Garcia. Zack Sabre Jr. is not going to touch that title because he's already in New Japan. He's already killing over there. Mm-hmm. He will not make his way back to the States for the way that he's been killing over there. There's no fucking way. Mm-hmm. So either Daniel Garcia or Orange Cassidy for this match.
Nope, pick one.
Shit. Orange Cassidy.
All right, let's hear it. No chill.
I'm going with Orange, man. Orange Cassidy has been white hot. His movements, his title reign has been pretty damn dope. I'm going with Orange. I'm sorry. I like Orange Cassidy. But, hey, we'll see. All right. AEW Women's World Championship match. Toni Storm versus Willow Nightingale. I'm going Willow on this one.
The double champion.
Tony's kind of boring. I'm going Willow.
The double champion. Let's see. Champion in New Japan and in AEW. Okay. Unfortunately, I think that's probably why it would kind of work against Willow, and they just put that title on Toni. And I think long-term story booking, good old Tony's going to want to see Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa back at it in some form of capacity. So I'm gonna go Tony.
Okay, Joe.
We've already seen this match on Dynamite. And I get maybe like Willow's not as green anymore, so this is probably a bigger stepping stone for her after the Mercedes Moné match. But we've seen it. And there's not a lot of heat around it, which bothers me once again because Toni kind of has an actual talented women's roster, much like WWE does as well. And Willow Nightingale, who was on WCW at one point, is in this match. I want Willow to win. She won't win. Toni Storm's going to win this match.
Oh, I wonder if one Mercedes Moné pops up at Forbidden Door and costs her the match.
And I wonder If
I'll be
you know what it means to find your dreams come true. All right, moving on. Next match, IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match. Sonata, who is the champion, versus Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Joe, who you going with?
Sonata gonna whoop this little boy ass. He gonna whoop that. He gonna whoop. Listen, if you ain't seen Sonata wrestle before, Jack Perry don't stand a fucking. Jack Perry gonna do his regular 3 or 4 moves, and Sonata's gonna proceed to whoop this boy's ass.
Wow.
Sonata.
Logan?
I am inclined to agree. I do think, unfortunately, I don't think he'll get his ass whooped like Joe eloquently put it. But I do think this will be a good place where they, highlight Jack Perry, and ultimately Sonata's going to retain. But yeah.
Third time tonight, we have all agreed. I say Sonata. Sonata's a beast. I'm not taking anything away from Jungle Boy, but Sonata's just, man, Sonata's just something different.
Whew.
Okay, we've all seen a UFC match. We've all seen like a mixed martial arts match. Have you seen where it's 1-on-1? But then have you seen like the 3-on-3 or the 5-on-5 UFC matches? That's Sonata. I'll leave it at that. Hey, look, whatever.
Fans, you're in for a treat.
Yes, you are. All right. One of the matches that I think will be the match of the night, the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship match. Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay 2. Logan, your applause tells me you want to go first. Who you going with?
And you better pick right.
You know why I'm here. You know why I'm here, baby. Yes, the Wrestling Green Ranger. I gotta go with my boy Will, man. I would be remiss if I did not go with the greatness that is Will Ospreay.
I like that.
The main man, like everything everybody said about Kenny Omega, how I should be like that about Kenny. Y'all remember that gif of Jonah Hill? Like that's how I am about Will Ospreay. Every time I see him, I'm just that's my man. Hey, what DMX say? That's my man's in there. You know what I'm saying?
That's my man's in
That's my man. Now, while this is probably built up to make Will look great and Kenny win, I'm going Will. I'm going Will retaining. Yes, that's my man.
Yo, them New Japan cats. Yo, them New Japan cats are something different. Yo, that's my man's in there.
That's my man's in there.
Joe, who you going with?
The cleaner, man. It's the cleaner, bro. Listen to me. It's the cleaner. Listen, if you didn't see Ospreay versus Omega 1, that's your fault. You get your stuff together. Damn it. You should know better. That was an amazing fucking match. Will Ospreay is the future of this business, but he's not right now. Not right now, he's not. Because there's still a cleaner that's got a little more time left. Kenny Omega, ladies and gentlemen. And the Omega is forever. You remember that. Don't forget it.
Why do I feel like that? Don't forget it was aimed at me, buddy.
That was aimed at you. Because it's really Kenny Omega.
I don't appreciate you aiming things at me.
It's
right?
Kenny Omega.
Hold up, Joe. Hold up. So, Joe, you going with Kenny? Logan going with Will?
Yes, sir.
I guess I'm the tiebreaker.
Let's hear it.
And I came front. I got to say it. I got to go with the cleaner. That's my man's in them. I'm going with Will.
Hey!
What are you doing?
Yes.
Let me tell you why.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but stop. Let me tell you why I'm going with Will. Omega Osprey 1 was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Omega Osprey 2 will be spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
Omega Osprey 3 will be biblical.
You're right.
I see what you did there.
I see what you did there. You're right.
Yeah, you would. Yeah.
It's sacrilegious if I make this comparison here, guys. You guys tell me if I'm doing too much or not.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
The way I'm anticipating this match. Now, I know I'm not the biggest Kenny Omega fan here, but is it sacrilegious if I compare this feud to HBK and Razor Ramon?
No, it's not.
No.
I'll tell you why it's not. It's a more athletic version of two guys that and I'll be honest with you, people think they wrestle the same. They do not wrestle the same. They don't. Will Ospreay, surprisingly, is more of a power guy than Kenny Omega is. Like he flies, but when he started gaining that muscle, a lot of his stuff was more hard-hitting moves. Omega is probably more of the unorthodox finesse guy with like that much more skill than Ospreay, like that much more, maybe even smaller than that, because Ospreay is someone who started as a luchador, got better with his wrestling, and then still got better as a luchador and got better with his like he's grown leaps and bounds. Like when people first know, like, oh, that might be a thing, but he became a thing. With Kenny Omega, he's been naturally athletic. He's been naturally fit. Always been a goofball outside of the ring, but in ring, every single time he's in that ring, he does something amazing and spectacular for the most part. But this is one of those things now where if they get 30 to 45 minutes to cook,
which they should.
They should. It should be fucking fantastic.
And
all right.
I say HBK Razor because that's like my wrestling zenith in terms of some of my all-time favorite feuds. The only other feud I got up there, like for real up there like that is Bret Hart and Stone Cold. Maybe Rock and Triple H. I don't know, but I feel like for this era of wrestling, what Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay are doing, it's that big.
Absolutely.
I agree.
I know everybody loves Omega Okada, but for me personally, somebody who's just recently introduced to both of these guys, it's this feud.
Yeah. Okay. All right, moving along. AEW World Championship match. MJF versus Hashiro Tanahashi. Joe, who you got?
MJF. And someone said that MJF will probably wrestle circles around Tanahashi. That's not going to be the case. It's going to be a good ass match. It's going to be a good ass match, but MJF's going to retain just because MJF is actually really, really good in the ring and very underrated in the ring. People talk about his mic skills, but the more you watch him wrestle, the more you realize he knows what the fuck he's doing in that ring too. So,
Logan?
I think this is going to be a good match. But for me personally, I got to bring it back to what happened at the last Forbidden Door. By it being such a lengthy event, I started falling asleep on that match when it was him and John Moxley last year. And it was a great match. It wasn't like the match was like making me go to sleep. It was just I was tired by the time that shit was getting ready to get over. And if that is the case with this one, and this closes like that AEW Championship match did last year, then we'll probably, we'll all be ready to go to bed by then. But I think this will be another instance of MJF showing his in the ring. He's good, but it's like we said earlier, Phil. Like his him being champion, his reign as champion has not been earth-shattering. It's not been groundbreaking. We had more fun with the MJF character leading up to the championship than we've had with him being champion. So I don't know if that really says, whatever about my pick. I mean, I'm picking him, but yeah, that's just kind of how I feel about that match.
I'm going MJF for two different reasons. One, they're not going to put the AEW belt on Tanahashi.
Mm-hmm.
And two, MJF is going to find a way to cheat to win.
Yeah.
That's just that. That's how much of I think of his title reign. Moving right along. Bryan Danielson versus Okada. Logan.
I'm going DB. I have to. I feel like it would be blasphemous.
You mean BD?
BD now. It's BD now.
BD.
BD now.
BD. Pause. Yeah, I'm going with him, but I'm expecting a phenomenal match. Phenomenal. And I'm not talking AJ. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Bryan Danielson.
Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, when I say this to you, I mean this with the utmost love in my heart. I don't care about your tribalism thoughts about whether you like WWE or AEW. If you love this shit like we love this shit, you will watch this match. This is going to be fucking epic. Okada is going to win this match. It's got to be Okada. You know why it's got to be Okada? Because they got to make it a series of matches. Okay? You know what that means, right? You get BD, Pause, in New Japan. Oh, shit. That would be epic. Okada wins this match. Now you got to have the good old match. He won the next one. That's not 2 out of 3. I am begging you guys right now. I am begging you. Please make sure you watch this match. Okada wins it.
Yo, you know what? I'm inclined to agree with Joe. I got Okada. I know I said Omega Ospreay might be match of the night. This could be a very tight race as far as match of the night between Danielson and Okada. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, I'm not. Danielson, BCC. I'm just kind of. Yeah. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's the card for AEW Forbidden Door 2. You've heard our picks. We have a couple minutes left on the show because Joe did not pay the StreamYard bill for the week. So we are limited to only 1 hour.
I kind of did. I gave him a piece.
That's what I mean. So we gonna wrap the show up, y'all. What?
I gave it to, like I gave.
What? What? A what?
Right.
A what? Okay.
Right, paying homage to Dave. You got a couple of, before we wrap up though, we got a couple of potential night matches that could still match at a night. That international championship match is one of them for me. Which match do y'all have close out Forbidden Door 2? If you're picking, which one?
I say the AEW championship match because it's their show.
And it has to end, right, with the championship match.
They're in Canada. Canada likes their wrestling. It's probably BD and Okada. That's gonna close it out. Because Canada loves their wrestling. They love a good fucking wrestling match. I'm gonna go with that one. BD and Okada. Awesome. So
Logan, who do you think closing out?
I do think BD and Okada could close the night out, but I do agree that you do need to have, regardless of how high profile a match is, the closer for the night should always be your title, and that is the MJF match. So I think that's what'll close.
And I wouldn't want to be MJF having to go after Omega Ospreay or Danielson Okada. I wouldn't want to be that guy.
Me neither.
I wouldn't want to be that guy.
That's a tall order for sure.
You know, wrestling fans are very serious and passionate about their wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And if the matches prior to the last match of the night does not live up to prior matches, your stock is going to fall.
Unless they put that match at the very beginning and they set off Forbidden Door with that match. Then that leaves the floor for Okada, Danielson, or Omega Ospreay.
I doubt it.
That would honestly be a smarter move, because MJF as your prize champion in AEW going first would get the heat out of the way of everything else, and that would, to me, make him more memorable. Because this is a dream match. These are dream matches on this card. None of these matches have any like major title implications that matter to us. We just like the matches. Like, no one wants to see Hanashi win the AEW World Heavyweight Champion because there's an epic Iliad that he's done to go chase it. No, we just want to see him wrestle MJF. That's it. We want to watch these matches, bro. We don't really want to. We don't care about the fucking titles. Let's just get that way.
We watch these matches because it's something. And shout out to Tony Khan and the people at New Japan. We watch these matches because it's something that has not been done before. It's a crossover match.
Mm-hmm.
These are dream matches, and y'all remember back in the day when we were shorties and it was WCW versus WWF, and if you wanted to spice it up, throw in a little ECW. We always dreamed of a match like Goldberg versus Sandman. We always dreamed of a match like HBK in his prime versus Ric Flair.
Right.
Or a Benoit versus a Bret Hart. We always dreamed of these matches. We watch Forbidden Door because it's just that, the Forbidden Door. This is the first time that two companies have came together and put together these awesome matches.
Right.
So you're right. We can care less about the title. Because essentially it's not about the title. There's a lot of people that's like, who is this Okada dude? Who is this Tanahashi dude? Who is this Ospreay cat?
Right.
Is this a new guy? Did he just start wrestling? It's a lot of people that don't know the lineage and the history of these New Japan wrestlers. Unfortunately, sad but true. With all that being said, I hope it's a good show. I hope it doesn't flop.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely believe it has the potential to flop, especially if it's another 4.5, 5 hour show.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's the only part about this I'm not anticipating, especially with this being on a Sunday. Like Saturday would have been perfect as a Saturday pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
But they're learning, I think. But the thing about it is, like, as promoters are growing, they're realizing that night 1, night 2 matters. Because now you're realizing that 5 hours to sit for wrestling is a long time versus 2.5 hours each day is different. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it is.
Absolutely. And I think before we started rolling, I was saying that with Phil, I said, Forbidden Door probably going forward in 2024 should probably be a 2-night event. It shouldn't be just 5 hours of sitting there watching wrestling. Like, it should be a 2-night event.
Mm-hmm. You sure did. But look, y'all, we hit an hour. I know this live might cut off in a little bit because Joe, did you pay the bill today or no?
I paid it in pieces. Where my checking and my savings set up, I paid in pieces. So I gave him some today, and I gave him some 3 days ago because it cleared.
Whoa. We don't want to hear about your personal life, sir.
I don't do that.
You said you gave him something. Ew, gross, man.
I'm not doing this with you right now. Thank you guys so much for watching Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. Appreciate you guys so much. Please follow us on all social media platforms. Instagram at Hot Take Wrestling, TikTok at Hot Take Wrestling, Twitter Wrestling Take, YouTube NMGTV, Twitch at Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. Fellas, please give them your outros.
Logan, you go first.
We the ones. And you know we want the smoke. Word to Bob Lashley.
Fuck with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Phil Myers Sr., a.k.a. Can't Knock It, the Great One No Chill with Phil, the child support slayer, the practicing polygamist, the two-time child support graduate. Yo, follow me on all social media platforms, No Chill with Phil. If you are a single lady, follow me on MySpace, Black Planet, Christian Mingle. My Christian Mingle name is Deaconum Down 69. If that page is full, follow me at Come Get Psalms 69. I'm on Farmers Only, Shuck This Corn 83. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. There's that. You don't even know how to follow that.
You did that already, Joe.
Well, that's how we end the show, so they can see the credits and see our names on there. That's why we do it.
They saw the names, Joe.
Thank you guys so much for following us on all social media platforms. Appreciate you guys so much, especially
Go to the other screen, Joe, that you already showed them, Joe.
Oh, fine. Go to the other social screen. And there's
You said that already, Joe.
All right. I'm getting out of here. We gotta
Go back to our screen, Joe, where we can see us, please, Joe.
They don't need to see us anymore. We're leaving.
Really quick, ladies and ladies only, please remember my couch pulls out. I don't.
This is exactly why I put it on that screen.
Joe, why the hell you keep putting the same screen up? What the fuck is you doing?
This one. Take care, guys. Be good. Enjoy wrestling this weekend. Bye.
Don't pull out. Don't pull out at all, ever.